hello and hi. I thought I'd film a couple of little things that you can do with your new bolsters when you're about to get them. So they should be here in a couple of weeks, but some of my favorite poses. So if you're doing some practices at home, I always like to have a nice little square cushion and a bolster and a couple of blocks. And they are pretty much all the yoga tools that you're going to need for practice. So one of my favorite shapes for at the end of the day is the reclined butterfly over the bolster. So you can set this up a couple of ways. I like to have a block for my head. And then sometimes if the block is too low or too hard, you can always go for the cushion. So the best way to get yourself set up here is maybe a blanket wrapped around your ankles if the hips don't like being kind of hanging. Or you can place a couple of cushions underneath the legs. From here with the bolster, you're now going to lay your back body over so that natural curve of your back reaches over the bolster and just drapes. So this is one of my absolute faves. It's a beautiful chest opener, really beautiful for getting lots of breath into the lungs. And after a big day of sitting over a desk or just doing life, this is a beautiful way to rest. The key thing that I like here with this, having the block underneath my head, is to just kind of keep the forehead and the chin in alignment. If that does feel uncomfortable for you, you can do double blocks. And so that's keeping the forehead slightly higher than the chin. Anywhere between, oh my goodness, 3 to 5 minutes in this shape. Just beautiful. Breathe. All right, as much as I would love to lay in that shape all evening, when you come out of it, slow motion, if your head's a little bit further back, you would use your hands behind the head. Use a little bit of tummy, hands behind the knees to come up. The other way you could come up out of that shape is just to roll to your side and then use your arms to pick your way up. And from there, that's a beautiful place for me to take you into my second favorite shape, which is mermaid. So mermaid can be done a couple of ways. I'm going to use the cushion on top of the block. And the way my body does this now, after 10 years of teaching yin to when I was much more flexible 10 years ago to what it is now, has definitely changed. So what you do is you bring the bolster right up against your bent leg. This leg can either be hooked in like a little S shape, or you can stretch it out long. Some folks might find that the knee up to the ceiling feels more comfortable, or whatever, wherever this leg is wherever that leg is and what's going to feel comfortable for you. Now, if you're really super flexy, you might even roll this bolster up on its slightly higher edge, so you get a slightly deeper side bend. And I think for me today, I could probably cope with that. I'm going to go double blocks here. A blanket curled up underneath the head will be nice. And then this top arm reaches up and over. Bottom arm is just reaching there, reaching out in front. And then just say hello to your mer person. This is how my body's landed into it. Another variation, if that is a little too strong in the side waist, you could bend this back knee. If that was too strong, you pop it underneath, a cushion underneath that leg. That feels pretty supportive. And just one last little variation for those, because we all have beautiful different bodies. You flatten the bolster down, and then this is, oh my goodness, that's a lot more restorative, less sensation and a lot more restorative. I could stay here for maybe a couple of days. So nice deep breaths into that side body that's up towards the sky. Really beautiful one for moving the beautiful gallbladder energy in the side body. You get a little bit of heart and lung with the upper body. And it's just delicious. Before I fall completely into a yin state, just roll the body forward, bring yourself up, and then a beautiful way to transition for this one is just to simply turn to the other side, tuck that bolster back up, and then up and over you go, whichever height you're working with that bolster. Nice. So they're just two of my side and upper body back bends that I absolutely love. Two of the many, and yeah, so give those a go, and reach out with any questions if you need. We'll see you soon.